Jetzt, jederzeit.
Mediamarkt. Ich bin doch nicht blöd.
Hello and welcome out of Frankfurt, out of the Crytek HQ. My name is Stefan Röhrig and I'm one of the online marketing managers here at Crytek. With me is Elijah Freeman, the executive producer for Warface. And we are here tonight to show you some of the new Coop content we're going to put live really soon, which is called Operation Cold Peak. So we are also joined by players from the community. You can see them sitting behind us. They're players from the German clan Todesschnitzel, and they are one of the best German clans in Warface. And they are here to bring you the first gameplay of Operation Cold Peak tonight. And we are going to show you the first act, which is called Spearhead. We are going to play a near final build. The guys from Todesschnitzel had the chance to play it this afternoon and also a month back when we invited them here for a feedback session. So they know the setting and they gave us some great feedback to actually fine-tune the missions. Don't be fooled though, they're really good and they actually make the mission look easier than it actually is. Thanks also to our good friends at Razer for providing us with the cool keyboards, mice, headset and mouse mat, so they are really helpful to play the game. During the stream you can follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/warface. We are going to tweet out some codes for winter camo weapons, which are really cool for the winter setting in Siberia. So Elijah, welcome again. So tell us a little bit about Operation Cold Peak and the first mission, Spearhead.
First of all, Stephen, thank you for inviting me tonight. I'd like to talk a little bit about the Operation Cold Peak. This is a really cool setting that we Spearhead. These are fun and really interesting acts, and I think that you'll be enjoy the surprises that are involved. Don't get me wrong; it's going to be challenging. This is not an easy. It takes teamwork and cooperative effort in order to achieve full Spearhead.
Pete, can you check sound?
Fun and really interesting acts, and I think that you'll be.
Okay.
Anyways, that are involved. This is going to be a survival mission similar to Tower Raid.
Okay. So guys, are you ready? Okay, let's jump into the mission. We will take questions from the chat later in the stream, but we'll look at gameplay right now. Okay.
Anyways,
so
this is going to be a survival mission similar to
the first mission, as we said, is Spearhead.
Okay,
let's set in the beginning of the morning when we start.
Right, you'll see that this is the wonder of the Cry engine, right? You can see the beautiful lighting through the trees, and I think you'll be excited by what you're seeing there. Also, this area was set up to kind of give you a sense of what the mood's going to be like throughout the gameplay.
What?
Right, you'll see that this is the wonder of the Cry engine, right? You can see the beautiful lighting through the trees. We're loading in now, and we'll talk a bit about it as soon as we get in.
Yes.
Also, this area was set up to kind of give you a sense of what the mood's going to be like throughout the gameplay.
What? Close Twitch. So any second now.
Loading in now.
We're just waiting. There we are.
Yes. Okay. So this is the beginning of the mission. Like I said, you can see the lighting here. It's beautiful. They've done a great job with the artwork in this mission, and it's a wider mission than you've seen before. It's wide open, and it's so you're heading towards a Blackwood outpost, and there's a lot of cooperative type of gameplay here that you'll see as you're playing, and it's indicated by the mint green icons.
Okay.
Here you see like a lot of deployable content, like there's barricades and exploding barrels and whatnot.
Oh, you can also do the barricades and pull them up.
So you see some cooperative effort is required to push the truck in order to reach the wall. But like I said, this takes teamwork, because this is not an easy mission and it requires someone to help you do this, to cover you while you're playing.
Okay.
Once you get to the top of the wall, you get a vista view of the action bubble, the real gameplay inside there, where it really widens up and gets into a point where you can see your mission objectives.
Oh yeah, with the ice axe, that's nice. It's really fitting,
it's
right?
Appropriate.
Yeah.
So this area was kind of created as a back gate in order to allow the players to regroup. They have to do some cooperative effort here and use some of the resources they've been collecting in order to open the door. So once they get here, you'll see them do this.
Okay, how do they collect the resources? I think
there's lots of ways to collect it. There's boxes that are located throughout the mission, as well as there's, you know, if they complete a secondary mission, they gather these resources, allow them to do this.
So they now place the C4 on the door and got in.
Yeah, so now they're in the action bubble. This is where it happens. So they're going to get their primary objective, which is to load, to hold the outpost, and as they go along, they'll be introduced to lots of secondary missions. And as you can see, there's lots of deployable content here. There's mines, there's gates, explosive barrels, deployable staircases.
Okay, now co-op action to get to an otherwise blocked area. There's a lot of mines lying around there, so Blackwood is really trying to defend that outpost. Yeah.
Well, it makes you wonder why, right?
Yeah.
It gives you an idea of what's coming. So
we need a medic here.
Yep, there's
a lot of mines lying around there, so Blackwood is really trying to defend that outpost.
Make it. Well, it makes you wonder.
Yeah.
As you can,
and the next medic is needed.
So
we need a medic here.
So now they're getting to an area where they can get to the outpost. As you notice, the AI has been also received some polishing. They're a lot more intelligent than they used to be, and they are basically have different kind of behavior patterns now, and they're not as easily to deal with. So I think this makes this really quite an interesting mode.
Okay. Now they're getting close to the center of the map.
Yes. So you can see there's lots of secondary missions that they're objectives that they're working on. The primary mission is to hold down this area, this outpost, and then the secondary mission in there, they will need to upload a virus into the terminal in order for them to get some important data.
Okay.
Information, clandestine information.
Mm-hmm. Also, by getting through the different waves, they also gather resources to actually build stuff.
Yes, and all these resources are used to access and use the deployable content. And strategic advantage when they're trying to achieve certain goals.
Okay, but well, your resources aren't endless, so you need to be smart what you actually want to buy, and you need to coordinate in the team whether you want to deploy mines or want to build a staircase or want to build the explosive barrels.
This kind of goes hand in hand with replayability. There's lots of different ways you can achieve the objectives, and teams are now, as you start to see, clans will start coordinating a lot more furiously to achieve these goals in different ways. This is a fantastic setting and a fantastic mission, I think that people are really going to enjoy it. As you can see, these guys are making it look kind of easy, but this is really difficult.
So in the bottom right, you can actually see the meter for the console. So if when Blackwoods hit the console, those health bar for the console goes down, but the team can actually repair the console. Obviously that costs resource points you can't spend on other deployable objects.
So once they get in here, they can hold this this outpost. If they hold it long enough, then we'll see the big boss roll in.
Okay.
And they have to work really hard because the AI doesn't stop coming, and so you're gonna need people to acquire equipment while they're defending the rest of the operation.
Yep, we're not quite there yet. I think we're at wave 3, so we have still a way to go. So there you can see it's now getting close to the console, which was left, and you can also see the hammer, which means you can repair it, but they probably should wait a little bit longer because it always costs 1,000 resource points, and you should spend them well. So
wisely.
Wisely, exactly. So he's opening up the crate so he can get a bazooka.
And as you notice, there's a lot of places to explore around the map. It's wide open, and when you explore, you find lots of other items that will help you achieve your goals.
Yep. So all those little green things there, you can, for example, place mines or build the staircases or pull up the additional gates.
Right.
So I think the gates are really cool because you actually can kind of steer where Blackwood is coming from a little bit.
Yeah, it gives you a different dynamic in gameplay. I mean, you can feel yourself you see the players trying things that allow them to achieve the objectives differently, and it gets to be interesting because you try to lure and steer the AI into certain areas in order to achieve the goal. But it's like you see, it's not exactly an easy task. I mean, there's a lot of things to do. But I love the barrels. They're excellent. That you lure the enemy close up to the barrels, and you shoot the barrel, and it helps you destroy a couple enemies if you're lucky.
So he's now close to a secondary objective.
Yep.
So he can place the C4 here and blow up the generator.
This should help them
yep,
gather
so you get
additional resources.
1,000 resources.
Fantastic.
So he's now close to a secondary objective. Nice Skull Hunter. We can place the C4 here. They're getting close, they need to repair the console really soon.
Yeah, so there should be, I assume they have probably someone there manning the console.
Yeah. So they actually coordinated before who would guard the console and who would gather the resources. So we're following Bazooka Joe. Currently he's on task on gathering resources and scouting the area for Blackwood troops, basically.
Right.
So they actually coordinated before.
It looks like they have enough resources to get where they gotta go.
Yeah.
Let's see how they...
So if you deploy the gates here, you actually can deny that placed machine gun for actually being effective for Blackwood. That's also very nice because they are also really annoying sometimes.
Yeah. I'm curious to watch their strategy play out.
Yeah. So if you deploy the gates here, you actually can see that the console is damaged, but machine gun.
Who's repairing it? I can't.
Well, they're playing it a bit risky. I would, at this point, probably would repair it.
This is a good time for you to start repairing.
Because the waves are getting harder and harder with each wave.
And this is the only fail condition. If you lose the terminal here, then this is a fail.
Yeah. So we're now at wave 4. Oh, and now we have jetpacks.
And it looks like other Blackwood arsenals are deploying.
Yeah. So they're defenseless when they're on the jetpacks, but if they land, well, they're actually the demo man, so they can really hit really hard if they get to the in position. And the next one.
Right.
You can see now that they in the first wave there was more scouting the area, but now they converged around the console mode because now the pressure is rising.
Right. And you can see in the background the helicopters are relentless, dropping off more and more, bringing more and more enemies to the area.
Yeah.
It's not going to get any easier. This is good stuff, though. This is exactly what teamwork is all about. You can see these guys have been playing for a while.
Yeah. They're really coming from every direction.
Doing a good job of picking off the
demo man from the jetpacks.
The jetpack crowd.
Well, you have obviously rocket fuel in those jetpacks, so they are prone for a nice explosion, obviously.
That's excellent. It's really brought a new aspect to the game. The developers felt strongly about this and want to implement this type of enemy deployment, and it's actually pretty interesting. You know, it brings a new dynamic, and I think that's what's always exciting and makes it, you know, different.
Yeah, because they're now able to get to other areas they couldn't before, right, with the jetpack.
And the more pinpoint delivery of the enemy.
Yeah. So wave 4 done. Nice.
That's what's always exciting and makes it, you know, different.
Yeah, because they're now able
time to regroup.
to other areas. They gather some more resources.
And the more pinpoint delivery of the enemy.
So I think they're playing it really close to the vest with the resources. They could probably make it a little bit more easy in placing some of those barrels and gates, but I think they try to save it for repairing the console.
Right. You know, we haven't really taken time to talk about this, but the artwork in this area is just absolutely stunning. It's a beautiful setting, and it makes the gameplay just that much more interesting if you're playing in an area really cool like.
We'll come back. Ah, there we are. Oh, no, don't shoot so close with the bazooka. That's usually not healthy.
There you go.
But the medic is there. Nice.
Fantastic.
And the revenge kill, basically.
Yes. It gets a bit frantic because the AI seem to be coming from everywhere.
Yeah.
Makes it difficult to maintain a single point. These guys are working it like pros, though.
So again, a bazooka for Bazooka Joe.
Yes, of course, as it should be.
Yeah.
The AI seem to be coming from everywhere.
Yeah.
Makes it difficult to maintain a single point. You can see that they're in good shape on health, so.
Yeah. Yeah, the console's still looking good.
Bazooka Joe. Yes, of course, as it should be.
Yeah.
You can see that they're in good shape on health, so.
Yeah. Almost done for this wave. just a few more left.
Getting closer.
Yeah, you can see that the area is really wide, and basically Blackwood can come from any direction, so you need always to be on your toes and on the move.
Right. You know, while developing this, we spent a lot of time, you know, balancing this particular area, and it is a difficult map to, difficult setting mission to complete. So, you know, I think that the challenge is really going to be on the teams to create a strategy and follow it through, and you know, make sure they have a tactical plan as well, or else you know you'll end up losing the strategic stronghold that you have right now.
Yeah. So actually, this afternoon when they were playing the mission and doing the mission review, basically they actually draw a map and actually discuss where whom should go and so on. So
that's exactly what you want. I mean, the whole objective of these type of missions are to create a social environment for the clans to, you know, get together and talk about how they're going to address, you know, certain tactical and strategic problems in the gameplay. But this is exciting to see players this good deal with it like this.
And the next jetpack.
Yeah. That's actually, I like the idea of shooting the jetpacks out of the sky. I love that. That's a fun piece to. Okay, getting close now, right?
Yeah, I think we're at the halfway point of this wave. Oh. Down now, they're discussing whether they should repair the console. I think they're close to doing it now. It's time, because obviously two bazooka hits and it would be gone. So it's now they repaired it.
Yeah, good stuff. There we go.
Down now, they're discussing whether they should repair the console.
It's interesting that they don't deploy the barricades up front. It's an interesting strategy. Letting the waves come in, they're directing them specifically straight in, or allowing them.
Yeah. So almost done with this wave.
So this is interesting about how Blackwood has developed. They used an old fortress site to develop their contemporary, you know, outposts. You can see it's kind of a mix of old fortress that used to be there prior to this, and strategic strongholds should hold throughout the whole entire mission, right? You know, if it was held there years and years ago, that probably makes sense to build on top of it. That's their logic.
Yeah. So next wave is coming in, wave 7. I think that's a tough one, right?
Yes, it's not going to be easy. But then again.
So secondary objective: download Blackwood info.
Yep.
So you need two. Next wave coming in, wave 7. 2 people to actually get to that secondary objective. So you're basically forced to split up 3 people at the console.
Right. This really puts, you know, the onus on the team to decide how they want to handle this. But in order to do this and have 2 players at once, you know, not dedicated to defending the console is difficult.
Yeah. But it's worth it because there's also a lot of resources around this.
Of course, yeah. You can see it.
Takes a while, so he's getting under fire.
Yeah, he's.
But he made it. Good job.
Yep. Excellent.
But it's worth it because there's also a lot of resources around here. Takes a while, so he's getting under fire. Yeah, so you can really hear them talking and coordinating in the background who should do what.
It's kind of interesting to see what this is what a seasoned team, how they deal with it. It's going to be interesting, you know, seeing teams that are just coming together for the first time and playing through this. It's going to take some effort.
Definitely.
But that's what, you know, challenging missions is really what it's all about. You feel like once you've accomplished this, then you can, you know, move on and you know, you have a real sense of accomplishment. And the teams, by the time they get through a mission like this, they've bonded.
Yeah.
You know who to depend on and who's going to deliver and what jobs each person in the team will hold. And that's a really good mission that can kind of bring the best out of the players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
So, wave done. On to the next one. So they're preparing. He has already the smoke in the hand, so they know there's going to be some snipers, so they want to smoke the console. Yep, here we go.
Right.
So they're preparing. Already the smoke.
And this was an interesting aspect to the gameplay as well, in the introduction of these snipers and being able to see them with the lasers.
Yeah. Here we go.
It was kind of an ominous feel the first time you stared down the laser, right?
You know it's something is going to happen. You have to be really, really quick to either move or get the shot down. Yeah, those backups are really, really tough, and you need to be really precise. You know something is going to happen. You have to be really,
This is really good.
yeah. Either move or get the shot down.
I mean, it's just not clear how difficult this really is.
Yeah, they make it look really easy, but it's really tough with so many backups coming at you from every side. So he's just emptying his magazine now.
This is a well-disciplined team, because these guys are not, you know, jumping out of their positions.
Yeah, you need to keep your position exactly. Everyone has his sector. He needs to secure. Prepared. So the console is really in the last seconds they repaired the console. It was
That's fantastic.
yeah.
That was right.
That was a really close call there. I actually did think they would make it, so it was just a second.
Well, this is like you said, the level of difficulty is just gone tenfold, you know.
Yeah.
And these guys are doing a good job of maintaining a position.
I actually did think they would make it, so it was
Okay.
just a second. I think they almost managed this wave now. Yep, they're done. One more wave, and then we get to the boss.
Yep.
I think
There's not a lot of chance to, you know, to clear your mind. I mean, you have to be working as a team. You have to be practiced in order to kind of achieve these goals, or else you're going to struggle.
There it is. That's the new boss.
Yep. It's fantastic and difficult.
So you can have different strategies to actually taking out that tank, right?
I'm curious to see what they are going to be doing here to...
And we're back. So you can use the bazookas, but you can also try to get close and place C4 on the side and back of the tank and try to blowing it up.
Yeah, this also takes teamwork as well. You have to distract the tank in order to sneak up and place the C4.
So you can use the bazookas, but you can also try to get close and place C4 on the side and back of the tank and try to blowing it up.
Basically, they're like flies, you know. Not much for the tank to deal with. But the thing is that it's not just a tank. You still have AI spawning everywhere to take care of. So you have to be focused in order to.
Yes, you still need to be moving around and on the one hand avoiding the tank, on the other hand trying to get a good shot, a good angle for it, and also watching your back because Blackwood can come from any direction basically. You still need to be moving around and on the one hand avoiding the tank, on the other hand trying to get a good shot, a good angle.
Love the challenge of these missions. These are fantastic.
And
makes it exciting because you're right down to the wire. You got so much invested to get this far. You know, you have to be very careful, and you can see these guys are still very aggressive. They're cautious and tactical, but they're aggressive.
Yeah. And I think you need to be, because otherwise Blackwood just pushes you around.
Right. Wow, okay.
Yeah. So the tank is on the move again. You need to be, because otherwise Blackwood just pushes you around.
You can see it up in your HUD.
Yeah. And actually, if you can hear it in the background, they're actually informing each other where the tank is at the moment and whether it's standing or moving.
Right.
Yeah. And actually, if you can hear it in the background, they're actually informing each other.
Guys are working like a well-oiled machine here.
Yeah.
Standing or moving.
Yeah. But still a long way to go, so the bar isn't halfway now, almost halfway.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
But still a long way to go, so the bar isn't halfway now, almost halfway. So, just to remind people, this is just Act 1, so this is called Spearhead. It's the whole Operation Cold Peak will be consisting of 3 acts.
Right.
Tonight we're only showing the first act, Spearhead.
Correct.
But the other ones are just as great as this one.
I would say there's lots of challenges and lots of surprises to come.
The whole Operation Cold Peak will be consisting of 3 acts. Tonight we're only showing the first act, Spearhead. But
There we go.
the other ones are
Make a dent.
just as great as this one. Scratch the paint on the tank a little bit.
It's okay, here we go.
And distracted again by that soldier, so there it comes. Yeah. Wow.
That's like I said, this is not an easy mission. It is it's challenging. And you can see that players are doing their best. This is very powerful. This is a very powerful enemy. I mean,
Wow.
they're not messing around.
Nice hit.
Okay. This is very powerful. This is a very powerful enemy. I mean, I've lost the tank now.
Yeah. Nice hit. Oh no, it's trying it from the top angle.
Yeah. It's a good vantage point.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
hit.
yeah.
Good hit.
Good hit, and another one.
Yeah,
Nice.
Fantastic. Now they're starting to chip away at its armor.
Yeah.
you know, what we keep forgetting is the AI are still equally dangerous.
Yeah.
However, the tank is just so powerful. You forget about the AI spawning all around you.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to divert your intention. Basically, have also eyes in the back of your head.
Right. Keep forgetting is the AI are still equally dangerous. However,
Yeah.
the tank
Well,
is getting close.
getting close.
Making a final push now.
Yep. 1 or 2 hits more and they should have it.
There we go.
Eyes in the back of your head. So on the other side of the map.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not exactly simple to get close enough to make
Yep.
this hit, right?
Yep. This one and another one.
Wow.
Wow. Yep.
Fantastic.
They did it. Nice.
Ah,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Nothing like a flaming tank.
Okay. So they now would advance to the next stage, which is Act 2.
That was awesome.
It
Guys
was
did a great job.
did a great job, guys. Really, it was at 1 or 2 points. I really thought you didn't make it. At one point, there was only basically an inch with the console left.
Right.
It was really close. But I think you did a really good job, and yeah, I think that proved that teamwork is key, right?
Yeah, right down to the wire on that. I mean, every person within the team had to hold their position to keep the strategic and tactical points, or else they would have lost it a lot sooner. But they did a great job, and they pushed through and persevered. That's the best kind of gameplay of all.
Okay. Yeah. So, guys, do you want to go again? Yeah, sure. Okay. This time, I challenge you to put up a few more gates and place a few more explosive barrels and mines. And we also this time going to take a few questions from the chat. So while you're watching, you can also follow us on Twitter. So twitter.com/Warface. We're giving out codes for rental weapons for the winter camo weapons, which actually go quite nicely with the Siberia setting, obviously. So.
I think these are going to be exciting things for them too.
Yeah. So they're just setting up the mission right now.
I think I was watching them, and the deployable content, it gives you a real tactical advantage.
Yeah.
However, you're so focused
Yeah.
on the AI that are coming at you. It almost seems illogical to go and set up the gate. But you could if you see like some of the gates are positioned in places, these barricades are positioned in areas where it would redirect the AI. So you could have a funneled approach, but it takes a lot of effort to not just address the guy that's right in your face.
Yeah, yeah. You need to not only think tactical but strategically, basically, and have a plan to actually where you want to funnel the enemy coming from if you want to go for that.
Yeah, I liked it. I love watching guys play like this because it gives you insight that you normally don't have as a developer. And we as you know, Warface is really driven by its community, and the stuff that goes into the game really comes from kind of what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
We look at this and we evaluate it and analyze it and think, how can we make it more challenging? How can we make it more fun?
Yeah.
Because really, as a shooter, I mean, that core loop matters to us. Makes it more exciting. This is good stuff.
Yeah, and I remember when they were here last month. I mean, I think there were 10 developers around them, looking at them how they were playing, taking notes, and trying to make the mission better and tailor it to actually and make interesting challenges for the players.
That's our objective within the development team, is to kind of understand our community, what our community wants, and what ultimately the gameplay they'd like to have. and you know, everybody on the team are shooter guys. You know,
Yeah.
we've built lots of shooters, and this is what matters to us. And it just talking, you know, and seeing these guys play is exciting because it gives you different ideas. You know, I'm starting to think of different corridors and different, you know, strategic angles, and these are the kind of things that make it fun. The objective with this larger open area, as you see, as soon as I got into where the outpost was, the area really opened up a lot wider than you see on normal maps within Warface. And the idea is to give kind of almost a sandbox feel.
Yeah.
And with all the deployable content, it makes it feel like there's a different way to achieve your goals. This is the objective, but it's interesting seeing, you know, that it's so intense. The fighting is so intense that they have to focus without utilizing all the tools at hand.
Yep. So I've seen in the chat there's a challenge to do it as sniper only, but I don't think that's, well, probably at some point maybe it's achievable, but right now you really need all 4 classes to work together to give you ammunition, heal yourself.
And I don't know how you'd actually, I don't think that, well, it depends on how good you are in a sniper group, right? But I guess it's possible. You know, there's some fantastic sniper guys.
And I'm actually looking forward to that video when it pops up on YouTube at one point.
Yeah, I personally love, you know, playing as a sniper. So.
Yeah. So guys, are you ready? Okay, then let's start.
While they're doing this, we'll continue to answer questions.
Exactly. I'm actually looking forward to why are they so such level? Well, they're playing on our stage server, so we set up the accounts fresh this afternoon. So it's just the reason they're not playing with their usual accounts. Yep. Exactly. So. Will this new level cause strain on the current server setup? No, definitely not. We are prepared with the servers.
It's gone through extensive testing to make it meet the criteria for to be utilized. So if you see it, it's already met the criteria, so it won't impact.
Yeah. So. How to redeem the codes for the winter camera? You just need to go, for example, in the launcher and click the redeem code button in the top menu. What's the name of that new mini weapon? I believe you're referring to the Ice Axe. Yeah, that's what he has in the hand right now.
Yeah.
Button in the top menu. So, how many codes did the developer give you? Well, we have, if you're referring to the codes for the coins, we topped them off for this session with a lot of the stuff, so they have, they could choose whatever weapon they wanted, but usually, well, you know how it is, you need to play to get to the nicer weapons. Will the new mini weapon be credits? I can't talk about it right now, but you will see very soon. So I've seen questions about the codes. So the codes are one time only, so first come, first serve. So the first one gets the weapon, and then the code is invalid. The Ice Axe will be in a box. I'm not saying how you're going to pay for that box, but it will be in a box. So what will we put in the update? Mainly it's going to be around Siberia Act 1 Spearhead, but there will be a few other things in there as well. What will we put in the update? Mainly it's going to be around Siberia Act 1. So what's the price when you finish the mission? So it will be something similar what you get at Tower Weight, right?
Yes, exactly. This is going to feel a lot like Tower Raid in terms of rewards and whatnot. But there's also some additional surprises.
So, what's the prize when you finish the mission? So, it will be something similar what you get at Tower Raid, right?
That's exactly. Feel a lot like Tower Raid in terms.
We're looking for a data terminal of some kind.
But there's the biggest reward is badass gameplay.
Obviously, and having fun with your clanmates and teammates.
Yep.
And I think the first one, when you actually manage to complete this mission, will be really a nice one. Obviously, and having fun with your clanmates. Yes. So. Will you need tokens to access that mode, Elijah?
Yes, of course you will. It's going to function exactly like Tower Raid.
Okay. Okay. So, but on the day when we will release the first mission, each of you will get 2 extra tokens, so you can test out the mission.
They'll top it off just before release.
Exactly. Okay. Okay. So, the winter skins. I've seen a question about that. So, yes, the winter suits will be there as a mission reward.
Yes.
But we're not saying for which mission right now. The winter skins. I've seen a question about that. So, yes. The winter so, release date.
So, we're going with very soon. Very, very soon. Or, yeah, probably just one very, but soon. Stay tuned.
So, release date.
So, we're going with very soon. Very, very soon. Or, yeah, probably just one very, but soon.
We'll now install the worm onto their network.
Stay tuned.
So at which wave are they now? I
Support options for you. You'll need your
think we're at wave 3. And they're again to that outpost area.
They're going a little bit faster this time too.
Yeah. So at which wave are they now? I think we're at
okay, guys.
wave 3.
We must defend the terminal until the installation
And
is
they're
complete.
to that outpost area. Well, soon is soon, I would say. We can't go into more details now. But it's not far out there.
No, you guys are tying my hands.
Yeah. Well, so soon I would say. Can't go into more details now. What are the stats for this map? What are the prices? So, as we said, there will be prices similar to Tower Raid.
Yep.
We don't want to spoil all the surprises right now. What are the stats for this map? What are the prices? So, as we said, there will be prices similar. So, just a reminder, we're giving out codes for winter camo weapons on our Twitter account. Just follow Warface, twitter.com/Warface. First come, first serve. So whoever puts in the code first gets those weapons. Giving out codes for winter camo weapons on our Twitter account. Just follow Warface, twitter.com/Warface. First come, first serve. So whoever puts in the code. So the codes work. You just need to click 2 or 3 times. Even after the message, and you should get them. You can redeem the codes in the launcher. Just go to redeem code. You should get them. So Elijah, tell us a little bit. When are you going to be able to access the mode? Do you need a special level to?
Oh yeah, so you won't be able to access till you're level 10. We believe that that kind of gives you enough experience and the right equipment to work your way through this mode.
Okay. To access the mode, do you need a special level to?
Oh yeah, so you won't be able
That's
to
not a bad
access
idea.
till you're level 10. So we believe that that kind of gives you enough experience and the right equipment to work your way through this mode.
Okay.
Get into position, fellas. We have to defend the terminal while the worm installs.
So now the secondary mission is to destroy the transmitter. Ah, now they're building the gate. See, and now actually the MG is actually blocked for shooting at the console.
This is
the secondary mission is to
one of the ways to reroute the AI.
Ah, now they're building the gate. See, and now actually the MG is actually blocked for shooting at the console. Let us see the rewards when they are finished. So we're playing on our internal stage server, so the rewards are actually not configured on that server, so you won't see them anyway.
Question about coins. I think you can use up to 3 resurrection coins per wave.
Okay. On that server, so you won't see them anyway. So yeah, so the codes work. Just to make that clear, you just need to click a few times on redeem if you receive an error message, and again, when you get the message code invalid, then it was used. So just keep trying. So yeah, so the codes work. Just to make that clear, you just need to click a few times on redeem if you receive an error message, and again, when you get the codes are on Twitter, twitter.com/warface. Just keep trying. The codes are on Twitter, twitter.com/warface.
Now protect the terminal until installation is complete.
He's wearing that nice crown gloves. I always love them. It's my favorite gloves in the game. They also look really stylish. Oh, and he's now sniping with the pistol.
You good?
Yeah. Wearing that nice crown gloves. I always love them. It's my favorite gloves in the game. They also look really stylish. Nice. Oh, and he's now sniping with the pistol. Yeah. Oh yeah, all around you can see the Blackwood helicopters in the background, so they're still carrying in more troops. It's basically relentless, right? All around you can see the Blackwood helicopters in the background, so they're still carrying in more troops. Basically relentless, right? So I actually lost count. Do you know on which wave we are right now?
I can't see that.
I am top right. It's wave 4.
Wasn't paying attention. So yeah, it looks like they're actually going through this one quite a bit faster than they did on the
Yeah.
other ones. I guess it kind of develop a tolerance for what's happening. Did okay, yeah, there you go. So you, how often do these Twitch sessions happen?
So we have our community representative Kraesiklaun. He's streaming twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Tuesdays from the North American server and on Thursdays from the European server, and you can just join him and play with him. And we're hoping to do this kind of session with a preview of the new kernel more often and more regularly. I think it's a nice way for you out there guys to show you what we're up to.
Yeah, and the purpose of this one was just kind of to give everybody a peek at what's happening.
Exactly.
A cold peek.
Cold peek, nice one. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So this is good stuff. You know, allowing the community to see what's happening and give them the opportunity to provide some feedback.
Yeah. So will there be a heavy gunner? Yes.
Yes, of course. You're gonna need one. And this is what's currently happening, but there's continuous development. This is not the end of the deliveries.
This is a nice question. Will we ever get jetpacks?
I can't divulge this information at this point in time.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, in order for us to answer all the questions, it would give away all the secrets of what's up and coming.
Yeah.
And there's some really cool stuff that that we're excited about as developers, and I think the players will really enjoy it.
Yeah, but I also heard some rumors that the Warface scientists actually got hold of a Blackfoot jetpack, but they couldn't make it work for the Warface troops so far.
This is the story. This is the information that's out there.
Yeah. Yeah, but I also heard some rumors that the Warface scientists actually got hold of a Blackfoot jetpack, but they couldn't make it work for the Warface troops so far. Oh no, he's placing a mine.
Yeah, that's good.
Now is he going into close combat? He was a little bit too optimistic here. I think he needed to get to his teammate. Yeah.
That's enjoyable. Yeah, there you go. There's some stylized.
Going into close combat. He was a little bit too optimistic here. I think he needed to get to his teammate. So this wave's also done. Onwards to wave 6.
Yeah, there you go. There's some stylized.
So this wave's also done. Onwards to wave 6. Nah, I don't think they need to repair the console right now. I think it's still in very good shape. Now he's building a staircase to get to an area quicker and have the advantage point. Nah, I don't think they need to repair the console right now. It's still in very good shape. Now he's building a staircase to get to an area quicker. Have the advantage point. So
You can see it really gives you a tactical advantage.
yeah. Yeah, you basically can get at the demo ones or at the MG from the top, so it's no defense at all. So it's it's a really nice way to give you an advantage and another good position to defend the console. Yeah, you basically can
Blackwood,
get
heavy machine gun.
at the demo one or at the MG from the pub, so it's no defense at all, so it's a really nice way to give you an advantage. So right now in the background they're discussing whether the console can take one more shot at it and repair it then, or should they repair it right now?
Well, it can get down to the wire like I did on the last.
Yeah. So right now in the background
last
they're
mission.
discussing whether this console can take one more shot at it and repair it then, or should they repair it right now?
They're destroying that terminal, fellas.
Well, we invited Todesschnitzel tonight to actually show you the whole mission. I think if you start with pickup, you need to really coordinate fast, and so I mean we wanted to show you the whole mission and the tank at the end. So we wanted to make sure that the team is great. And while I was talking about how great the team is, they actually lost because the console was destroyed. So I think it was a.
They have to make a decision at some point, right? They have
Yeah.
to make the hard decisions, and you know, tactically, this is a difficult mission. You know,
Yeah.
they were playing a little bit more loose in this last one than they did the first one. So
So yes, they need to keep their tactical order. So yeah. Let's see maybe one last question. If we can see one.
PvP.
Yeah.
They were playing a little bit more loose in this last one.
So yes, they need to keep their tactical order. So okay. Yeah. Let's see maybe one last question. We can see one. So what happened, guys? Wait. Yeah, you were more aggressive, right? So you need to keep your house and your housekeeping, and actually keep 2 or 3 guys at the console and 1 or 2 scouting the area. So thanks, guys. It was a really nice session. Thanks, Eliza. And thanks to Razer for providing us with the gears. And as a thank you for you guys, we talked to Razer and they actually sent over some keyboards for you, so the keyboards that you can take home. So those nice Daystalker keyboards, Todesschnitzel. So if you meet Todesschnitzel out there on the servers, you know that they're going to play with these awesome keyboards, and they will be really hard to kill with these keyboards. So I hope you enjoyed the session tonight and what we showed you, and thanks again, Elijah.
No problem. I enjoyed being here, and like I said, I love seeing great teams like this play, and I love seeing how the players interact with the new environments that we're creating. This is exactly what we want to see as developers.
Okay, so thanks again. Thanks for taking the time. I hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you soon.
Peggy 16.